Alright YouTube, welcome back to Around the Farm. Today we're going to be building the door for the barn, and we're going to be doing it, I would say 75% the right way and 25% the cheap way. My original plan was to make it with tin. I'm making a sliding door, if I didn't mention that already. My original plan was to make it with tin, and cost-wise that didn't make sense for this old barn, and nothing else on the barn is tinned. And so instead of doing it that way, we're just going to make it with some OSB, because chances are when this barn comes down and a new one gets built someday, we're going to want to do it different anyways, and so there's really no point in making it too nice. But I am going to put the trim and stuff on it like these other ones have, just so they kind of look the same, and I'll paint it and do that. But to me it didn't make sense to spend the extra, I think it would have been an extra like 50 bucks to buy tin for it instead. And then at some point, obviously, I'd like to make the doors on this shed tin as well. Just because you can make a 2x6 frame for it and then hang tin on it, and it's a lot lighter than those doors right there would be. But once again, who knows how long that shed is going to be here. I had to climb up the other day to pound some of the tin back on, where a little bit of it was peeling up, and I couldn't even get the screws to go in the wood in some places. The wood was so rotten that you'd put a screw in it and then you could pull it right back out. So we'll see. I don't know that I'll put a whole lot of time and effort into that shed in order to keep it in decent shape. Maybe we'll just use it for as long as we can, and then when it's time we'll just tear it down and build new. But anyways, this is where we're putting our sliding door. I wanted to put a swinging door at first, and I tried to build one and it didn't end up working out right. And the more I thought about it, the more a sliding door just will work better in this situation. And so that's what we're gonna go with. The only thing I don't like about that is it would be nice to be able to latch it, unlatch it from the inside and the outside. So if you're in the barn, you want to come out, you can unlatch it. If you're out of the barn and want to go in, you can unlatch it from the outside. But with a sliding door, we'll have to figure something out. I do want to be able to hook it somehow so the sheep can't push it open if I have them locked inside. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So for now, we're just going to get the door built and hung and go from there. But so I'll go ahead and so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and build the door itself. The sliding door I was going to make twice as big as it needed to be, just so that I can take it off and use it on something else someday if I wanted to. That was when I was going to do the tin idea. Now that I'm not doing tin, we're just going to make it 4 foot by 7 foot, just big enough to cover the opening. So we're just going to make it out of one sheet of OSB, just to keep the cost down. And like I said, I would have made it bigger, and then I could have used it on a different building someday if I decided to build a different building. But we'll just stick with this route for now. So we're going to cut this down to 4 by 7 and then start making the frame for it. Alright guys, so we got the door here. Got it painted red. There's some sawdust on it, that's why it looks like it's not all painted. We've got the hangers on it there, and we got some of the trim there. I still got to make the X that goes through the middle, but I can't really do that till I got the first bit of trim on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mount the rail on the side of the barn, and we'll get the ridge cap, or the track cap, or whatever you want to call it. We'll get that put on, and then we'll get the rest of this door put together and we'll get her hung up. Alright guys, here's the finished product. I'll have to put some hooks on it and stuff still, and some stops, but that's going to work a lot better than any other idea I had. I do need to put a stop on the end, on both ends actually, so it can't roll too far and roll right out of the track. But and I may put a 1 by on the back of it just to seal the crack a little bit better. It's not sitting all the way against the barn. But anyways, that's another project off the list. The other door we're going to leave for now because I don't plan on opening and closing that one a whole lot. That'll be my lamb side of the barn someday. Well, I don't know yet. But anyways, that'll be one that doesn't get opened as often because that's where them horse stalls are. And there's really not a whole lot I can do over there anyways. So, but this is the side of the barn where the sheep will be coming in and out of. So that door needs to be able to open and close so that I can shut them in at night in the wintertime when I'm lambing and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's a job well done. Now it kind of makes me want to paint the rest of the barn and see what it looks like. But I don't know if she's worth that. So we're gonna call it there. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and check back for more. Thanks.